Hi guys, Jason here from Trojan Photography, and as you can see, I'm not behind a computer, I'm in the workshop, which means I'm going to give you a little DIY tutorial here today. So as you can see in the above and in the description below, I'm going to show you how to make a GoPro roll bar mount. So this can be fixed to roll bars, as the name suggests, or bars or poles or anything. I'm going to use it for rowing. I'm going to stick it on the rowing riggers and stuff because they're round. But pretty much you can let your imagination go wild, as all GoPro people usually do, with how you use it. So GoPro produces these and they are good, but they cost a little bit. There are third-party ones out there. They are quite cheap, but I don't really want to wait for it to come in, like wait for the whole shipping thing and all that, as I want it by this weekend. So I'm sort of on a bit of a deadline with that. So I got looking around in the shed and I found some things lying around. So this project's going to cost me nothing. And hopefully you've got these things at home too, so you can probably make it for nothing. If not, it's going to cost you a couple bucks in the local store. So let's get to it. So I've got my GoPro, and so the important thing about the GoPro is you've got to have the tripod collar on it. This little collar on the bottom with the 1/4 thread on the bottom. So this is what you use with your GoPro to stick on like a pole or the tripod or anything. This is a very stock standard camera mounting thread, so you need one of these, which most of you should have. So the next big thing you'll need is one of these. So this was off one of my old bikes when I was a kid. This is off the bike reflector. So the little red or white retro reflector on the front, back, whatever, or light that you've got on your bike. Most bikes will have these, and especially kids' bikes and stuff will have these. So if you've got your old bike from when you were a kid, or your old bike that you don't use anymore, go check it out, find it. I had this just in my spare parts bag with all my bike kit. So I've taken the reflector off, obviously, so it's got this nice hole in the middle, which we're going to attach to, obviously, the tubing. It's also got rubber in there, which is really good because when you clamp down on it, it means it's going to be nice, tight, snug. It's not going to start moving when you've tightened it down, because plastic onto metal or plastic on anything is not going to be as good as the rubber. So need that. You'll also need a 1/4 bolt. I've got 2 washers and a nut to fit on that 1/4 mount. So I've already made this up, but there's only one part you missed. So you will need a drill. I've got a 6mm drill bit on here. So the hole that went through there, which actually had the original nut and bolt assembly that went around the bike, was way too small. So with the 6mm drill bit, I just drilled a hole. Nice big hole, straight through. That's simple. From there, we're going to put a washer on the bottom of the bolt. We'll feed the bolt up through, and you can see this one's really good because it's got a nice flat top for that tripod mount to fit onto. So this is nice and snug, as you can probably see. So just going to screw that in. Probably could have made the hole a little bit bigger so I didn't have to screw it through, but it's not too bad, it does come through. On the top we'll put the other washer and we'll put the nut down. So when I put this on something, all I'll have to do, I'll squeeze it around, tighten that top nut up, and that's going to tighten down. So with this one, it tightens down to about around 20mm diameter. So I can fit 20mm or bigger diameter, and it'll probably go up to about 35mm. This is about a stock standard bike mounting sort of thing. Most of the tubes on bikes are around 20, 25 to 30, 35mm, roughly thereabouts, depending on your bike, your brand, and everything like that. But that's it. So that's going to be what you base it on, and this will determine what you can use on. So I can use on anything from 20 to about 35mm, I've found. So we've tightened that top nut down. That will tighten it on to whatever tubing you get. And then it's very simple. All you got to do is get the GoPro, spin the GoPro on, make sure that bottom nut's tight, and that will be it. All you got to do is put the tube in, tighten it down. So let's get a tube and let's see what it looks like. So I got myself a broomstick. So quite simply, I'm not even going to take the GoPro off for this. Just loosen that nut. Just going to pull these teeth apart a bit. You can see you get a bit more room in there. It's going to fit nice and snugly over. Past all that rope. Put it like that. All I got to do is tighten it up. I've got a spanner here just to help. Tighten it down on it, And this is how simple it will be. So you can obviously take it off. You can also get a shorter bolt, which will obviously mean you don't have to tighten as much. But this is what I had, and I could have cut it, but I thought it was just easier not to. And this is more of a, this is my version of DIY, because you don't have to go out and buy anything. This is already in one of my toolboxes. So I found the nut, found the bolts and all that. Has cost me nothing, which is awesome, which is what DIY is all about. Just doing it yourself, saving tons of money with stuff you've already got around. And that is nice. Tight. Just tighten the GoPro up. And there we go. It's on the pole, nice and secure. You can fix it to anything. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you've got any questions, comments, leave them in the comments below. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it. If you want to see more, definitely give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. A lot more tutorials and reviews coming out. Hopefully a lot more tutorials. If you want to know anything else, if you want any more DIY tips or something, hit me up and I'll make some videos for you. I've got lots of other ideas I'm trying to get out there. So hit me up and I'll definitely get out there. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and on my website. All links in descriptions below, guys. Thanks.